Hello and welcome to Education Today. I'm John Zish from the Armstrong School District. Today we're going to look at the problem of school bullying and what school districts and parents are doing about this. To talk more about this topic, we're joined by Dr. Matthew Pock of the Armstrong School District. Welcome to Education Today.
Thanks for having me, John.
Yes. Well, would you please tell us briefly about yourself?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today to discuss bullying and the initiatives that we're doing in the Armstrong School District. Sure. My name is Matt Pock. I coordinate special education and psych services with Armstrong. And I am a father of two girls, a 3-year-old daughter and a 7-month-old daughter who were at home watching Daddy today.
That's good.
So, and my girls will attend the Armstrong School District.
Very nice. But how do we motivate innocent bystanders to do the right thing?
I think it comes down to educating the kids and creating a raised awareness, which is what we're doing in this video, and trying to get our teachers to be talking with kids in the classroom and in unstructured situations of the building, being aware, being in the hallways, being visible. We need to encourage kids, as we said earlier, that it's not tattling, but you may actually save a student a lot of pain by reporting the issue to your building principal or to your teacher. I think if we take an active role, if as administrators and teachers we're approachable to kids, that they know that there are arms and ears in the classroom, in the hallway, in the cafeteria, on the bus, because as educators we know those unstructured areas are usually where kids get picked on.
The school bus.
Yeah.
And at recess.
Yeah.
So. Well, what about parents? How can parents use that video to change the school climate across America?
I think there are a lot of tips in that video for parents, and I think it's very important, as you saw in the video, that the parents were willing to work with the school district on the initiatives that they were planning and doing. And as we know, it takes a community to raise a child. And,
sure.
And we're all responsible as partners, as educators and as parents, to work together on what parents might see at home, to share that information with us in school, and what we may see in school as characteristics of their child being a bully or being picked on, to have those open lines of communication that we work together.
I'm glad you said that, because it definitely is a shared responsibility between schools and parents. And leading into that, another question to help our parents who are watching: what are some warning signs that their child might be being bullied?
Yeah, some warning signs of being bullied are that your son or daughter may come home with clothes, some pretty obvious kind of signs that you would be aware of. Clothes being ripped, possessions being stolen, excessively dirty or damaged or missing possessions, unexplained cuts or bruises or scratches. They may not seem to have a group of friends that they belong to in school, kind of a loner. Once a cheerful child suddenly becoming depressed may be a sign that they're being bullied, as well as possible what we call somatoform types of problems: constant headaches, stomach aches, body complaints, going to the nurse often, those types of things, to try to avoid situations. As well as low self-esteem from constantly being picked on.
Sure.
Some signs that your child may be a bully as well are that you'd want to look for your son or daughter may have a quick temper, an uncharacteristically high self-esteem. They kind of think that they rule the roost and can pick on other kids. They may find it difficult to follow rules. They may enjoy violent movies or enjoy violence, as well as they would more than likely hang out with a peer group where those other kids are bullies as well.
Good advice. Well, here at the district level, can you talk about some of the new anti-bullying initiatives that we have going on?
Yeah.
You mentioned the policy already.
Yes, we did thoroughly implement a policy that was approved by the school board and supported by our administration, Dr. Kerr, Dr. Garetano, and Gagini. And what we have done up to this point, this isn't the beginning of this initiative with us. About 6 years ago, we started a program called the Starfish Program, and we did a lot of respectful types of things in our classroom and in the hallways. And I think you can walk around most of our buildings and still see signs of that in our buildings. And teachers have a lot of artwork in the hallway, and a lot of our buildings have Starfish Children of the Week or the month, and have positive incentive programs built in, as well as do some things in the classroom like teaching respect towards one another and so on, do some role-playing activities. We are, as of April 13th, I'd like to thank Sandy DeForno, who's a guidance counselor at Elderton High School, who was a big part of this initiative with us. She did some training with our elementary and junior high teachers, some of them, to become trainers on April 13th, in-service day here most recently. And those teachers went back to their buildings and asked the students some questions and got some information from the kids of how do they feel in school. You know, or do you feel safe? Have you been picked on? Can you share some experiences of being picked on? So we got some student data, and then the teachers shared that information, and we're developing school climate teams at our buildings. So those teams will be responsible for looking at data in their buildings and then doing interventions such as some curriculum, which the Silent Witness had some built-in activities, and we shared those. And then Alan Bean has some bully-free classroom material that's extensive of different activities to implement in the classroom. So we're continuing to build on what we're doing and really feel that this is an important initiative.
Yeah, those are great initiatives. A lot of thought went into those, and certainly a lot of kudos to Sandy DeForno. I understand
Certainly.
She went to a conference and just came back and sort of spread the word of some great new initiatives to combat bullying. So we appreciate that.
She's been a real leader with this at the secondary, and was very willing to help train staff, which we appreciate.
Sure. Can you suggest any further resources for parents who'd like more information?
Yeah, I would just like to flash up. We did make a resource page for parents. We do have, if you would like a copy of the Silent Witness resource guide, it has parent tips and teacher tips in here in detail, and it has a lot of websites and curriculum materials for our teachers. You can contact me on the district website. It's mlp@asd.k12.pa.us.
How about if anyone needs to get a phone number for you? 724?
724-763-5230. And please call us, because we would like to share the information with as many people as possible. And I did already talk about the bully-free classroom, which has extensive material, and we could give you some things from that. Also, we have many resources via the website, Kids Health, National Institute of Mental Health, Safe Youth, StopBullyingNow.com, www.loveourchildrenusa.org, and so on, as you can see. So they're all excellent websites, and then there are some recommended reading and resource lists that in some of our buildings our librarians are going to be using with kids.
Great. Well, anything else you'd like to add for the benefit of our viewers?
I think I'd just like to say thank you to have the opportunity to get this message out. It's something personally I'm passionate about, and I know that our teachers who went through the training with us and on in-service day when it was shared are very passionate as well. So we do feel like it's something that is worth investing in, that kids are safe and feel comfortable to learn.
Definitely. And thanks for all the work you've done, too, to help the school climate be safer.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you being on the show.
Indiana University of Pennsylvania, where technology, science, and the arts come together. The Princeton Review has included IUP in its top 25 most connected universities in the nation. Quality, affordability, excellence. Indiana University of Pennsylvania. The perfect fit. More than 100 academic majors. More than 230 clubs and organizations. Great things happen here every day. There are students just like you right here. There are also people who aren't anything like you from many walks of life and from all around the world. At IUP, it's all about having choices. Indiana University of Pennsylvania, the perfect fit.
You know, May and June are extremely busy months for schools, and Armstrong School District is no different. There's everything from band concerts to choral concerts to high school proms. There are awards assemblies for student achievement, and spring sports, graduation, and of course, final exams too. It's a culmination of the entire year. We couldn't possibly capture it all in just 1/2 hour's time, but we are going to show you just a few of these amazing end-of-year academic activities. Let's roll into our first stop, the 16th Annual Lenape Elementary School Science Fair. It was Thursday, May 17th at Lenape Elementary School. This non-competitive science fair is a voluntary activity for 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students. Each participant received a souvenir science fair visor and had their name entered into a random drawing for science-related prizes. More than 100 student projects were on display. The science fair was funded by the Lenape Elementary PTO. It is under the supervision of teachers Bill Alexak, Dawn Zelafro, and Dave Panchik. We give a special salute to Bill Alexak, who started the science fair 16 years ago and is retiring this year. Thanks for this great Lenape tradition. The National Character Education Foundation salutes always draws an Armstrong School District crowd. It is happening June 5th, 2007 in the Capitol Rotunda in Harrisburg. 13 students from Armstrong School District, plus chaperones, are attending, and Elderton High School senior Chelsea Stitz will speak, representing the entire Armstrong School District. More than 150 students from across Pennsylvania will be present, along with state legislators. The National Character Education Foundation Salute is an annual celebration of students who have made their schools and communities better places and who demonstrate the qualities of good character. Our own superintendent, Dr. William Kerr, will MC the event. Third on our list, the Katanning Junior High School's 4th Annual Medieval Fair was Thursday, May 10th. 7th grade students portrayed different medieval occupations. Students sold medieval wares which they made at home. There were stockades on display, as well as a king and queen's throne. Students also displayed model castles, which they built for a contest. The winning castle was the target of a miniature catapult, also built by students, which fired a small rubber ball at the miniature castle. Teacher James Paul said he lets the students design and research their castles and catapults. The kids really have to learn angles and measuring and weight distribution. Most of them got help from their dads, and that education across generational lines is one of the best parts of the medieval fair. Fourth, we have the 2nd Annual Reading Celebration. It was a major success. Some 200 students and 300 parents enjoyed Armstrong School District's Title I Family Reading Celebration event. The event was from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, April 18th at St. Mary's Parish Hall in Katanning. The event promoted parental involvement in literacy and was open to Armstrong School District's Title I students in kindergarten through 6th grade. Title I is a federally funded program designed to help students who are at academic risk to develop stronger reading and math skills. The evening's goal was to involve students and their families in fun, stimulating activities that promote the joy of reading at home and school. St. Mary's Parish Hall was set up in a stations format, which allowed parents and their children to visit whichever activities, whenever and wherever they chose. There were math and reading games, learning centers, singing and dancing lessons, prizes, raffles, and giveaways throughout the evening, all tied to improving reading skills. Family received take-home bags with ideas for boosting reading skills at home, and every student received at least one book and some math activities. Because this year's theme was Fiesta, all students who attended received a sombrero. Snacks and refreshments were provided, including nachos. The district's Title I reading and math teachers organized the event. Fifth, the district's annual Transition Day happened May 2nd at Katanning High School. That is a day when special needs students and their parents get all the information they need to transition from high school to their futures. 55 students attended, along with 15 parents. They saw presentations from community agencies such as CareerLink, and the Pennsylvania Families Foundation. The keynote speakers were Armstrong School District Board Member Tim Ash, speaking about housing and rental issues for young adults, and District Judge Gary DeComo. A humorous but effective video on how to keep a job also debuted at this year's Transition Day. What a success! Next up on our tour of Armstrong School District, it's Project ACES. At 10 a.m. Wednesday, May 2nd, thousands of Armstrong School District students simultaneously walked, jogged, played sports, or did some form of aerobics as part of a worldwide exercise and fitness event called Project ACES. Project ACES stands for All Children Exercise Simultaneously. The event is held in May, which happens to be National Physical Fitness and Sports Month, and the district has participated for nearly 10 years. Here are some pictures from just one of our schools, West Hills Intermediate, participating in Project ACES. Our 7th academic events. Student projects in metal, wood, and computer technology were on display at the 3rd Annual Technology Education Showcase at Elderton Junior-Senior High School, Friday, May 25, 2007. The show gave people a look at just how much things have changed since the days of industrial arts classes. As you may know, these are now called technical education classes, and that includes woodworking, metalworking, visual communications, tech ed, and computer projects. Project work included cut designs done by a computer-programmed router. There were also three-dimensional drawing works done on the computer using the Inventor software. Students also gave demonstrations using the bridge tester to test the weight load of model bridges that the students designed and built. Also this year, the Consumer Science Department displayed students' sewing and stitch work as well as decorated cakes. Also this year, the Art Department displayed the creative and colorful works of the art students. There was even more student work displayed this year than in the past. Many of our students have put hours of time into their work and constructed some very impressive pieces of work for the display. 8th on our list, the Junior High Gifted Quiz Bowl. On Friday, May 18th, 7th and 8th grade gifted students from across the Armstrong School District competed in the 2nd Annual Junior High Gifted Quiz Bowl at Ford City Junior High School, held in the auditorium. In this year's Academic Endurance Contest, all questions related to Middle Eastern topics. Indiana University of Pennsylvania professor Dr. Ron Schaefer presented Middle East facts to the students that morning, which formed the questions for the Quiz Bowl. The organizer was Dr. Judith Mossy, Armstrong School District's K-12 Gifted Supports Facilitator. Ninth on our lists, we have our students and staff remembering American veterans for Memorial Day. Lenape Elementary School students went above and beyond by placing U.S. flags in 2 cemeteries May 17th. The 4th grade students were led by teachers Sharon Thomaswick and Janet Callis. Let's take a look. Coming in at number 10, now try and keep up with these kids, Armstrong School District's Math 24 champions. The district's annual Math 24 tournament was on Thursday, April 26, 2007 at West Hills Intermediate School. Nearly 60 students in 4th through 6th grades participated. Students enjoyed the mental quickness and fast hands required of the game, as did the nearly 200 parents who attended to cheer on their favorite math elites. Armstrong School District's elementary math coach, Barb Carnahan, has organized the event for the past 4 years, and this year she was helped by math coaches Lindsay Pierce and Sue Bowser. To play the game, the students must add, subtract, multiply, and divide 4 numbers on a game piece to get to the number 24. Armstrong School District's elementary math coach Barb Carnahan has organized the event the past 4 years. There were 3 trophies awarded to students in each competition bracket. Here's a photo of the district winners. 4th and 5th grade bracket, first place, Michael Hopwood of West Hills. Second place, Rebecca Beers of Lenape Elementary. Third place, Evan DeFalco of Katanning Township Elementary. In the 6th grade bracket, first place, Gino Peluso of Lenape. Second place, Jordan Klodowski of West Hills. Third place, Jillian Glover of Katanning Township Elementary. 11th on our list is one of our biggest and best attended events. It's the annual art show. This year's show was May 10th through 12th at Katanning High School. Armstrong School District's 9th annual art show gave the public a chance to see over 4,000 pieces of art from students in kindergarten through 12th grade. Since 1999, more than 14,000 visitors have seen the artistic talents of Armstrong School District students at this annual arts extravaganza. 12 art teachers organize the event, which rotates annually between the district's 4 high schools and Katanning Junior High School. 12th on our list is new in spring 2007. RiverQuest came to Katanning Riverfront Park to offer educational tours of the Allegheny River. Students from Ford City and Katanning Junior High School went aboard the 40-foot-long classroom called Scouts. Students did plankton sampling and macroinvertebrate sampling and other hands-on eco adventures. RiverQuest is formerly the Pittsburgh Voyager. In a related field trip, those students also went to the Crooked Creek Environmental Learning Center to do water chemistry and coliform bacteria studies, as well as science bingo. Next, let's look at the stock market game. That is an exciting educational opportunity that gave 40,000 students across Pennsylvania a chance to learn about economics and how the stock market works. There are 3 to 5 students per team, and each team is given a hypothetical $100,000 to invest in a simulation after researching how the stock market works. The idea is to make the best investments possible. They did it February through April, and I am delighted to announce that 2 schools from the Armstrong School District did very well. Gifted 4th grade students from Robin Altman's class at Lenape Elementary School did very well at the elementary level. One of her teams was the top team out of 14 teams in the region. Also, all of 7th grade students from James Paul's classes at Katanning Junior High School also played the stock market game, with 41 teams in the region at that level. The top 10 teams in the region came from Mr. Paul's classes. Congratulations! Special thanks to the Next Tier Center for Economic Education out of Butler County Community College. Next Tier Bank sponsored 150 teams from our local area. 14th on our list, Dayton Elementary School's kindergarten celebration is just like graduation for 5-year-olds. It was Friday, June 1st. At the kindergarten celebration, students sang and danced to a variety of songs for their families. 15th on our list is another example of student scientists at work. The 8th annual Katanning Senior High School Physics Fair will be Thursday, June 7th in the high school gym. Nearly 30 different student projects will be on display from 11th and 12th grade students enrolled in Deborah Snyder's physics classes. The students will demonstrate their projects to the public and show how 5 aspects of physics, energy, momentum, angular speed, light, sound, were incorporated into the project. 16th on our list are Appleby Pond Puppet Show performances. They were held in April, with both Katanning Senior High and Elderton High School students giving performances to the elementary students and at health fairs. Remember, high school graduations are coming up too. That's the crowning moment of any school year. Graduations will be the evening of June 12th at Elderton, Ford City, Katanning, and West Shamokin High Schools. In fact, we plan to take you there with a special salute to our graduates that will air the last week of June and the first week of July, right here on Education Today. Well, that's our show for today. I sure hope you enjoyed our journey through the exciting months of May and June in the Armstrong School District. It is truly like a whirlwind of activity and student achievement. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. Next week, we'll show you some talented Armstrong School District high school students singing, playing guitar, playing piano, and doing other performing arts in a virtual recreation of high school talent shows. Visit our website for updated news about the district and have a great week.